Bishop Dr. Solomon, Mr. Richard Xiao, Mr. Benson Pua, board members, distinguished guests, principals and teachers, members of the ACS family. Look at you, you're a glorious sight. First, thank you for inviting me to join you to celebrate this 125th anniversary. I must confess to you that it's a real treat because, as you know, in the afternoons we have to discuss weighty things like the budget. So it's a really an uplifting experience for me. Just walking in through that corridor made me feel 10 years younger. I'm also delighted to be here this morning because I see a lot of familiar faces. I see many distinguished guests, invited guests, previous chairmen of the board, other ministers of the cloth, of course, my colleagues, members of parliament, and I even see my old teachers, one or two in the crowd, and I was calculating the dates. So they must be either septuagenarians, octogenarians, and even nonagenarians. They must be wondering, wasn't that the naughty boy who is now become a... How did he get to that place? It's really a wonderful opportunity and to celebrate this special occasion with you, so thank you for inviting me. Looking back, one cannot but be impressed, indeed overwhelmed by the progress and accomplishments of Anglo-Chinese schools, family, throughout your rich history. It was a wonderful videotape. Regretfully, the Oscars are over. I would have nominated it for Best Adaptation of Score. But if by a miracle of chance and science, one could bring back to life today the founders and principles of ACS in its early years, I wonder what their reaction would be. I think they would have been astounded at the quality of ACS schools today. What started out as a vision, a prayer, and a hope in 1886, with humble beginnings in a shop house at Amoy Street, with just 13 pupils, has proliferated into a stable of remarkable institutions that have produced generations of leaders across the broad spectrum: arts, sports, business, science, academia, and government. Usually for these functions I would name them, but we would be here too long, and they're just too numerous to name. This morning, I think it's worthwhile on your 125th anniversary to reflect on two main themes that I've chosen for this address. What accounts for these extraordinary achievements of ACS, and what of the future? Let me take the first. What accounts for these blessings and achievements of ACS? I believe that there are a few reasons which bear our scrutiny and reflection. We are familiar with the anthem written in 1926. The video was based on it. Many of the speeches refer to it. And as anthems go, it is a simplification of aspirations and truths, but I think nonetheless serve as a useful scaffold for my ruminations. You're familiar with the anthem. In days of yore, from western shores, Oldham dauntless hero came and planted a beacon of truth and light in this island of the main. We are familiar with the anthem, but the first line speaks to us. Divine inspiration and a higher purpose in life are powerful engines for change and improvement. By the way, I only sing once in 125 years. In the case of Oldham, strong enough to push him out of his comfort zones, to uproot himself and his family into an alien land to serve people of different customs. And through the years, many like-minded men and women followed his example and have dedicated their efforts and lives to fulfill this dream of improving a society. But I want to remind us this morning that these men and women, from year to year of grand endeavor, were not mere visionaries ensconced in ivory towers. If you reflect on what they did, there was nothing of the sort. Instead, they were realistic and practical men who understood that one had to adapt to the surroundings. They took pains to understand the social context and its people of that time. A case in point, ACS derived its name from the fact that it began as a school which conducted classes in Chinese in the afternoon and English at night. Obviously, to respond to the needs of the community, and this strategy worked. Prominent businessmen who saw a future in being English educated while still learning the mother tongue sent their sons and daughters to this school. Many indeed were astute traders who saw the advantages of English as a link to the growing Western commercial influences in the region. Even today, that legacy lives on as ACS alumni are by and large noted to be wealthier. Just as then, many parents today see the growing influence of China and would want their children to have a good working command of the Chinese language. The context has changed, but not the strategy. You may have to pay a little bit more attention to a different language.